Yo, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? It's your boy Chain Wayne. Welcome to the blog. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell so you be notified when I drop these videos. Another Diddy update, because now it's some content going on right now. And I already seen this one coming, but I know what's going to be the outcome of this whole Diddy situation, right? So basically it's saying there's no bail for Diddy. Judge says he's too dangerous to walk free. Now, mind you, I just did a blog yesterday about how his ex sat there and tried to write this letter. There's going to be more people that's going to do this. You want to know why? Because when it gets to the ending, to the part when he's about to get sentenced, it's going to be so much positive and nice things that the judge then heard about Diddy for Diddy to go home. They not going to let him go home until sentencing. But I'm going to read this little report. We're going to get into it. So Sean Diddy Combs will not be walking free anytime soon. A federal judge in New York had denied the music mogul's request for bail ahead of his upcoming sentences, basically saying that it's serious concerns about public safety and the nature of crimes. Judge Arun, I can't never say that your last name, basically ruled that Combs failed to show any expectation or reasons that would warrant release before his formal sentences. The court found that Diddy still poses a potential danger to others and didn't meet the high bar required to be granted temporary freedom. In court documents, the judge emphasized that Combs' history of violence, especially in private relationships, made it impossible to ensure public safety under any set of release conditions. Simply raising his bond or adding restrictions wouldn't cut it, according to the ruling. The decision also called out the disturbing evidence that was brought up during trial, which included claims of coercion, violence, and control over women involved in prostitution under the guise of consensual encounters. So basically, this is what this is, right? This is my opinion, and everybody got their own opinion, just like assholes. What I feel like is going on right now is I'm going to say it. When Diddy sits there and he stands before this judge, when he had this whole quote unquote sentencing, it's going to be so much of a person that looked like a person that can't be trusted, that can't be this, that can't be that. The judge is going to be swayed over by the end of it once his attorneys argue and they bring up that it was so many people that allegedly had lawsuits, and just basically now they just coming out that they on Diddy's side, bro. Everybody about to flip the whole narrative that Diddy is this good guy when he's not. You know what I'm saying? Because the courts already proved that, but he didn't get hit with the RICO. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get hit with the FRICO. You only just got hit with the prostitution, like flying in and out. But all that other stuff, that civil that was brought up, the blowing up the cars, the extortion, this is not, where is that at, bro? That's not what we here for. What we here for now is prostitution, bro. Okay, both of these charges are for Jane Doe and Cassie. We know who Jane Doe is. I ain't even got to say her name. Not even going to say it because I don't know if I'm going to get straight. Those two charges hold up to 5 years apiece. What's probably about to happen is the judge is going to sit there and it's not going to, however you want to say, concurrent. Basically, it's going to be time served and you won't back up this time my probation off of what I could get you to sit. You got money, you got power, your attorneys made a good argument. We got to let you go after off of sentencing. You're going to have parole, all that. But they can't do that right now until they go through the process because they still got to make him look bad. But he don't look bad, but he look bad. And you got to think about how they looking at it the way they're like, yo, who else be the RICO, my nigga? But this is the thing. When I said this about a RICO is more than one other party involved. You cannot prove and provide other parties was involved when he was influencing people to do this. It wasn't like Diddy had a diddler with him that was doing the same thing and they doing it together. No, he was making people do this off of who he was, giving them drugs. So it wasn't like he didn't have a person that was in tune. Like, yo, bro, Cassie and them, they don't count because they was indulging in it. Now, say if he had somebody that was like him, even though he was indulging in it, they're kicking out the funds to have all these freak offs orchestrated. It was just him. His chicks don't count. Wanna why? Because you can still flip it around like it's consensual. Because they was in a relationship. So, no, bro. Diddy ain't going... It looked like he was done. I'm not going to hold you. But now they argue this. It's just like, yo, bro, he just a freak boy. You know what I'm saying? He going to sit there until his sentence in. He going to get some type of probation. And he going to walk free. They going to keep denying this bail because that's going to be the argument that they say until the case is over. They do not want this man to be out. And he turns into the diddler. He turned back into the diddler, and he's released on this. What that mean? Okay, think about this outside the box. If the nigga get released and he's still on the diddler shit, don't y'all think that they can open a window back up to bring this back up and take him back to court as an appeal? They can't do nothing if they release him right now. And it's not saying that he's released like the case is not over, but just release him, bro. Because now it's going to be like, if y'all try to come back and y'all want to appeal it as an argument, well, if y'all felt like this man was such of a nasty person and you thought that he was going to do this and do that, why did y'all release him while he was still fighting the case? And I'm not even an attorney, bro. Niggas got to think, bro. Think about that, bro, what I just said. If they want to appeal off of Diddy basically not doing no time, how can you argue if you let the man be out while he was fighting the trial? He ain't that bad. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just don't be thinking, bro. And I be like, yo, I don't be wanting to speak for people. Like, but this is my opinion. But I was like, yo, you got to think, bro. You got to use your brain, bro. Think about all the stuff that's going on with Diddy, right? Why would they? Why would they? They still got we still know what he did to Cassie. What if he wants to harass Cassie? What if he wants to go and harass his ex? What if he wants to harass Jane Doe? We don't know. So no, we're not going to let you out, bro. And this is going to be our argument if we lose to appeal. Duh. But I ain't going to go too much off in a rant. I know people going to comment like, yo, bro, you be talking like you be knowing everything. I don't. This is just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? Like, and if you don't like it, I don't care. This is my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I blog. If you don't like me blogging, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, there's no trolling. That's me being funny. This is how I really look at the whole scenario. And if you got a brain or some type of common sense, you're going to see what I'm saying. Even if you don't see what I'm saying, you be like, oh, that do kind of make sense. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And I'm out.